Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I am Ada, and today I want to kind of share with you guys a little something different because it's something that needs to be talked about a little bit more often, and that is how small creators make money. So when I started my channel a few years ago, I really didn't know kind of how to get brands to notice me. I didn't know how to kind of reach out to them. And even now, you know, there are days where I'm just like, my channel's not that big. Why would these brands want to work with me? And I just really didn't know what my channel was worth and kind of my worth in terms of being a creator. You know, when you really start to build your following, you have to know your worth. And, you know, Socialbook definitely helps because they have an analytics tool. YouTube and everything has their own analytics. Socialbook has all your analytics in the same place, so you can quickly see your YouTube analytics, you can see your Instagram analytics, your TikTok, you know, all your different analytics right in one place. They have a suggested price range, you know, based off your analytics for your channel. So when a company approaches you, you have a general idea as to kind of what you can charge for the content, you know, they're asking for, whether or not it's like an integrated video or a dedicated video. You kind of have an idea of like, okay, I can kind of charge them X amount based on my analytics that I'm seeing on my Socialbook analytics. And that goes the same for if you look at your Instagram analytics or your TikTok, anything like that. You're going to be able to quickly, you know, see, you know, the suggested price range for your content, you know, the cost per 1,000 views for your content, your viewer demographic. You're going to be able to see kind of what videos are doing better. You're going to also be able to see what your audience has other interests in, which is really fun. They also have a great tool, which I personally love, and that is their tag research tool. I am terrible. When I tell you guys I am terrible at tags, like, I'm terrible at tagging. I'm so bad at it. But with Socialbook, with their tag research tool, it's really helpful because you can type in maybe, you know, kind of what you're planning on tagging your video as. It helps you pick the best tags for your videos so that your videos get seen. And with this tool, it'll show you the search volume on that keyword and the competitive score, which the competitive score, it says, is a number between 1 and 100 that defines the level of competition for that particular phrase or word that you're trying to use as a tag word. So like this one, if I were gonna make a video about any type of diaper, whether it's cloth diaper, for babies, adults, whatever, if I just type in diapers as my tag word, I can see that the search volume on that is 2 million, but that word is also extremely competitive with, you know, a 94.41 competitive score. And then it also has about a 13% click rate. So you can see it definitely is helpful. So then you want to sit there and you want to kind of more narrow your tag words on that. Probably one of my favorite tools that this one has is the LinkOne option. And you can easily sit there and put in all your different links. And it's really easy. You just click the add link button and then you type in the title of your link, what your link is to, and the URL to it, and then you're done. You can change the theme of your LinkOne, which I love. You have a bunch of different free options for the background. Mine is just this pretty kind of pink and blue mountain background. But I love that I have all my links in one spot. And I did have a link tree, but I didn't really like it very much. I much prefer my LinkOne link that I now have. I really think this is helpful because it helps you be able to have all your links in one spot. And then of course you have the tag research tool, which is going to help you pick the best tags for your videos so your videos get seen, because I mean, that's why you're making content, right? Because you want people to see it, so you want to make sure that the tags in your video are going to help it be seen. And then, like I said, with the analytics, it helps you know what your channel is worth, and that is super important, because I've had companies that I've told them like, no, I'm not working with you. I'm not interested in it, because it's important to know kind of when to say no, and to know that you're worth more, than the company is wanting to make you feel like you're worth. Let me tell you about this story before I get into the other part of this video, which is telling you guys, what I make as a small content creator. Which some of you may be very surprised. I did run a poll, and you guys are gonna be surprised at how much I make. But I want to be completely transparent with you guys, because I know there are other people out there who maybe want to start a channel and they're just curious, like, what is the potential for a small content creator to make? But let me tell you about this story, because it's so funny even to this day. I'll tell you why I'm pulling up my other stuff to show you guys. But it's so funny. This company reached out to me, and I was super excited. Like, who's not excited when a company reaches out to them and is like, hey, we want you to like make a video of our stuff. We want to, whatever. I was so excited until they hit me with, we're not going to pay you for this. We're just going to send you free merchandise. And I was like sometimes it depends. If I really like the product, then sometimes I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do it. I just like the products. I would love to get the product for free, So that one that one's a personal choice you have to make. If you want to make the content, for the free merchandise, that's totally fine. It just, to me, if I'm going to make a free video in exchange for products, it has to be a product that I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to frequently use that. Like, yes, I would love to get it for free, right? Because everyone loves free stuff. And if you say you don't like free stuff, you're lying. But, no, so this company, they reached out to me, and it was basically, like silky lingerie. And I'm like, I like silky lingerie. Okay. But here's the thing. They only wanted to send me none of the lingerie. That's what's the funniest, is it's like a lingerie company, and they didn't want to send me any of their lingerie, right? They wanted to send me a silky pillowcase. Was it a scarf? I think it was, like a silk scarf. And then a silk scrunchie. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with a silk scrunchie? Like, I had no hair. Like, even back when they messaged me, like sent me the email about it, I did not have long enough hair for a scrunchie. Like, it wasn't as short as it is now, but like, I still didn't have a lot of hair. So I'm like, okay, so you want to send me a pillowcase? Yawn. No one wants, like, it's very hard to sell a pillowcase to anyone. If you're just like, this is a pillowcase, it's silky. Like, right? And it's just like, how am I really going to make people want to even bother going to your site for a single pillowcase, right? And, a scarf, it's like, I don't have a use for that. I don't personally wear scarves. And then, of course, the scrunchie, how is someone with no hair gonna sit there and make other people interested in a scrunchie when it's like, I have no hair? I can't tell you it's a good scrunchie because I don't have hair to put in a scrunchie. Right? And so I'm like, is it possible to maybe get one piece of lingerie, like, and this stuff? Because otherwise I can't make a very interesting, video that people would actually want to watch. Like, you cannot really make easily. I mean, you can make an engaging video with those 3 items, but it's gonna be very difficult. And I mean, a viewer is really gonna have to like you to stay watching it. But I sat there and I asked him, I'm like, can I at least just get like one piece of lingerie to kind of show with these items? And then they responded back with, no, we can send you one piece of lingerie or those 3 items. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to pass then, because I did my own research and I saw that there were other creators who had less subscribers than me, but they were sending them like 3 pieces of lingerie for a video. But then there were also creators that had more subscribers than I had, and they only sent them one piece of lingerie to kind of promote and, you know, make a video with. And it was clear across the board that the person or the creators who only got one piece of lingerie to show off, or only got those 3 items, like the scrunchie, the scarf, and the pillowcase, those people had dramatically less views on their video than the individuals that this company sent multiple pieces of lingerie to. Those people had high views on their video. And when I pointed this out to the company, and I was like, you know, it's very clear, you know, that when you send more than one piece of product, it's going to make for a better video. The views are going to be higher, which is going to benefit your company more. You know, they responded back very rudely, and I told them, I'm like, you know, content creators know what, like, they know how to make videos on their channel that's going to get people to click on it and watch it. And I'm like, I know my worth, and I don't want to be a part of this, because I'm not wasting my time to make a video when the video is not going to get views, and it's just going to be a waste of my time, your time, everyone's time. So I'm just like, no, thank you. And I walked away, and I didn't feel bad about it, because sometimes you have to walk away because it's not a good deal for you. And honestly, I'm not about wasting my time, because time is money, and I don't have time to waste. I don't like to waste my time. But anyways, so this is how I really want to talk to you guys about how this is going to be across the board, how content creators make money, and sometimes it can be confusing with the CPM and the RPM. So I have mine pulled up, and I will put it on the screen so you guys can see it as well. So basically, your CPM, to break it down, your CPM is going to be your cost per 1,000 views, and that's for like the ad impressions before YouTube takes their cut. And this is how much Google will pay YouTube for their ads to run on your video, right? So an impression equals an ad seen. The things that can affect your CPM are going to be your niche, as well as if your content is family friendly or not. Kind of the less family friendly it is, the less they're going to pay. And also certain niches that are like, for instance, a kind of business type of niche, like a money-making niche, they typically have higher payment for their ads than, say, gaming. Like a gaming niche, like if you just have a gaming channel, those ads, you're not going to make as much from the ad revenue from that because of that particular niche. And then your RPM is going to be what you make after YouTube takes their cut. YouTube gets 45% of any money that comes through your channel, okay? So the RPM is going to be what you make after YouTube takes their cut. And this is going to include your ads, any type of monetization there, your super chats, your stickers, your memberships, and YouTube Premium. Your CPM is typically higher than your RPM, which makes sense. A lot of people had guessed that I made, which I'll have to put that poll on the screen, but a lot of people had guessed that I made approximately $1,000 a month from my channel. And it was so sweet of you guys to think that I make that much. So thank you for that. But as you see here, we have, and this is just for the last 28 days, as you can see up here. So this is my CPM, and right now my CPM is $8.80, or is $8.18, which it says is 6% less than the previous 28 days. And then as you see, my RPM, which is what I actually get after YouTube takes their cut per 1,000 impressions, is $3.09. So basically per 1,000 ad impressions from my videos, I make $3.09. So down here you can see, like, this is what I made last year, May. So down here you can see that for May it says ongoing, and I have made $101.25. So down here, so it's got the $101.25, and that's for my my total estimated revenue, right? And then my ad revenue is the $96.87, And then if you come over here where it says your transaction revenue, that's gonna be from my memberships. So right now I only have one member, which is awesome. I'm so thankful for that one member. But this is what I make after the membership deduction that YouTube takes. I make $3.50 off of the membership. So that over there is that, and then YouTube Premium. I don't think I really make that much from YouTube Premium. I don't know if that's a big thing, but that's what I've made so far for May. And then as you can see, you know, kind of from like January down, this is the last year. Typically I make around 200, 250. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less. The most I've ever made, which I was super excited about, was the $323 that I made in November. Thank you so much for that one, guys. I was super excited for that. But yeah, as you can see, I've never made really over $323, but that's just for my channel. There are channels that are smaller than mine that make more than me because they're niche. There's also channels that are bigger than me that make what I make, or they make less than I make. It really depends on your niche, but this is what I make, and I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, that's just kind of, I really hope that helps you guys kind of understand kind of how small content creators, or just content creators in general, because the RPM and CPM is going to apply to everyone. I really kind of hope it helps you guys understand kind of how content creators make money on their channels. I know when I first started doing it, I thought it was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I misread it so badly because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make like $8 per 1,000 views. Like, that's insane. If I, you know, have X amount of views, you know, on a video times $8, it's gonna be this amount. And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. That's not how it works. There's a big difference. But I really just want to share this with you guys and definitely let you guys kind of see behind the scenes. Because I don't really do this. I don't do this because of the money I make, because as you see, I don't make that much money doing this. I do this because I love doing this. And, you know, it's fun for me. I love talking to all of my subscribers. And even though I don't make that much, I am super thankful to be able to do this and to make even, you know, what I do make, because it allows me to be able to stay home with my children and, you know, still be able to kind of, you know, be able to help out in my house. I know that, like, you know, to some people, you know, $200-300, you know, a month that I make might not seem like anything, but it really does help in our house, because it gives us, you know, if we want to go take our kids somewhere, you know, we have that extra money that we can do that with. And then on top of that, I do have other, you know, kind of small revenue streams that I use. I am trying to get better at that, because I would definitely say YouTube alone, unless you're like a really big creator, it's gonna be very hard to make enough to have this as like your standalone income. You definitely want to have other revenue streams, which is kind of what I'm working on. I do have other revenue streams. I did kind of take a break from them from a little bit. I can do another video about kind of other revenue streams if you guys would be interested in seeing that. But I hope you guys liked this video and found it informative. If you guys have any type of questions, just comment them down below and I'm super happy to answer them. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.